Yo, Kip, it's Skar here. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are at Mike's house. If you haven't seen Mike's truck, he has a nice little building here. We've been here before when he had 2 Skar VXFs in a build here. He's done a lot of different upgrading since then, and he's allowed me to come in here today and bother him again and show you guys what he's working with last time. So a lot of you guys said he needs to upgrade, get more power, this, that, and the other. So he went and overhauled the whole truck, got rid of his didn't get rid of his VXF-12. He still has them, but he swapped them out with the ZVX-18 here that we've been playing around with for a little bit now. So there is a view at that thing. Custom made box, tuned to 32 hertz, made of birch plywood. And then he's had some issues with it. It moves so much. There's so much excursion that this box jumps around. So he's managed to figure out how to keep it secure. So he's made a couple things to keep it in place so that when this driver is really moving, which you'll see here in a little bit, when this thing really gets going, it really gets bouncing. So he's found a way to keep it kind of secure. And it's an easy disconnect. You can just unscrew a couple things and take the box out if he needs to use his back seats or needs to put a smaller sub in to let people sit in here. He's thinking about getting a second ZVX and then in the future maybe going to DC sounds or resilient sounds. So we'll kind of keep up with him through all that. So underneath here, just like last time, he still keeps his amplifiers there. I think he's running 35 watts, 4,500 watts. I can't remember what it was, but there's Skar amps underneath there, both his door speaker amps and then his subwoofer amp underneath there. I think he's running 4,500 watts. I can't remember. We'll have to have him tell us. He's in the house right now, but let's move up front. He's done a lot of different upgrading since the last time. I'll link the first video he did with me in the description so you guys can see what he did to the car since then. Got a couple voltmeters, a couple battery upgrades, and then the Skar ZVX-18. This is his bread and butter right here. This has made a huge difference in his sound quality. Bass knob, Pioneer, head unit there, and all that good stuff. So this thing is amazing. I've got to listen to it just for a little bit, about 10 minutes or so, and it sounds a lot better than it did last time we were here. And so we had the SBL lab up there. We've been doing some metering, kind of figuring out what's his best frequency, what are his best songs. So we're gonna get him back in the truck and we're gonna play just a little bit, not too much, because he's still trying to figure everything out, but we'll give you a little demo of it and you guys can tell us what you think down below in the comment section. All right, guys, we got Mike out here. If you remember Mike from the last video, his truck is a fan favorite. You guys had a lot of good comments to say and a couple of critiques. So we're looking for the same thing down below in the description. Today, he's gonna let us know what he's done to the truck, what he has in it now, and maybe some future upgrades. So Mike, take it away, man. What you got going on here?
Well, I've done a couple of little upgrades. I have added the Skar ZVX-18 in to get better sound quality. I still have the SK3500 for the subs and the SK 200.4 for my insides. But I did change my subs out. I went from the 2 VXF-12s to 1 ZVX-18.
I think it's beefy. So how do you like it in comparison to the 2 VXFs? Is it louder, the same? Does it sound better?
Got a lot better sound with the 18. It's a little bit louder, it carries more, it's shaking everything a lot more for sure. I've had to reinforce it a little bit. I'm still working on that, trying to get the box as solid as possible. It is tuned to 32 hertz.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's still a work in progress.
So these are what, 1500 watts RMS, 3000 peak, or something like that?
Yeah.
Do you still think you need more power even though you're at 3500?
It seems like it can take more power. Some songs, it seems like it's pushing it to the level, but that's probably because of distortion in it. But
right.
The cleaner songs, it seems like it can take way more power than I'm putting to it.
And you were saying, a lot of people say they aren't very musical, but you got a different experience with that?
Yes, they said on the songs, depending on how it's recorded and clean it is, they seem very musical to me.
Yeah, they're not bad.
They're a combination of both.
Well, good deal. Mike's gonna hop in. I'm gonna stay out so I can get some video of it, but we're gonna listen to maybe a couple songs of it. I'm gonna have to slow it down for copyright reasons, of course, but we'll let him show off a little bit of it, and then maybe next time, some other weekend, we'll come in and we'll put on a meter and see what we get. last time I was with Mike, he had a different set of speakers. He added some tweeters in the A-pillars there, and added, like he said, that EQ. He said it made a night and day difference in sound quality. He controls his entire system with the EQ7 or 7 EQ. Big difference. I can tell a difference last time I was here. Mike, play me something, one more. Give me something that's wild. It's gonna shake everything, and we'll call it a day.
Business on the low. I only call you when it's
That's wild, man. It sounds a lot better than the previous. Not like a lot, but it definitely an improvement for sure. I appreciate you letting me come over here and make a lot more noise. We'll definitely be here again. We have a friend we used to work with back at Lowe's, Tim. He has a new truck, and he's putting some Skars in there too and getting some things done. He'll probably be on the channel. We were supposed to hang out today, but he has other things going on. He has some issues with the factory amplifier and such. So we're gonna have him on the channel too. But Mike, always a pleasure coming out here and making some noise around the neighborhood with you. We'll do it again. Guys, stay tuned for my car, Lexus. I have the 8-inch CT down in there right now. I'll probably play with that in a little bit. And then I have my Sundown 15, my XV3 15 in there. I'm ready to hear that in there. I haven't heard it yet. So stay tuned for all that. Make sure you go in the description and hit that link to his last car build, or his truck build, so you can see what he's done to his car since then. And leave me some comments and suggestions on his build so far. Let him know what you guys think about it. Mike, I appreciate you. Everybody on YouTube, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you guys later.